No.
Says the man born before computers.
Tell him.
See, we have the news right here on our phones, and we are keenly following John Mahama's 24-hour economy policy digitally.
Digital man.
Yes, I mean this. Yes. And one thing I can be sure one. Since the launch of my online delivery system, things have really been picking up, and it will be great to have the support of the government to grow beyond the borders of Ghana. And with a 24-hour economy policy, government will be able to provide an atmosphere of improved security and public safety, and also a well-regulated and monitored private security to facilitate round-the-clock activities to make it more safe for us to serve our clients no matter the time of the day.
Well, for civil servants who work with the Passport Office, DVLA, Customs, Ports and Harbour like me, running the 8-hour shift system will help relieve the large customer traffic we have to deal with within the current 8 to 4 p.m. system. We can effectively serve Ghanaians and foreigners within the shortest time.
Hey, madam, I didn't know you also pay attention to the 24-hour economy policy too.
It is what everyone is talking about. I will be glad to work in the afternoon shift, then run off to work in the morning. I leave that for the younger generation.
You are really too old for that. And old boy, what are your thoughts?
Well, I will take advantage of the tax exemptions, the cheaper and reliable electricity, and more importantly, the government's support to scale up my juice manufacturing company for local consumption and for export. Look, obey a pinso or chrome.
Please obey. In a 24-hour economy, is it?
You know what to do.
Vote for John Mahama, the nation builder, and the NDC for a 24-hour economy. Ejuma Pankwa.
We want to thank you once again. We met you about 3 weeks ago to express our gratitude to you as the media for walking this journey with us. It's been 3 years since this bill was conceptualized. It was in February 2021 that a statement was read on the floor of the House, and we said we were bringing a bill to deal with the menace of the advocacy of LGBTQ activities in Ghana. Today, the 28th of February 2024, after 3 long years, we as sponsors, the 8 of us, the Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bedra, the Honorable Della Soa, the Honorable Helen Ntoso, the Honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafia Mekpo, the Honorable Alhassan Suhini, the Honorable Rita Na Odole Soa, the Honorable John Intim Fojo, and myself, Honorable Samuel Nate George, have, with the support of the Right Honorable Speaker and majority of the membership of the House, successfully brought a close to the 3rd reading of the Family Values Bill and Human Sexual Rights Bill 2024. It is our belief that this will be communicated from the Speaker's Secretariat expeditiously to His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It is our hope, our prayer and belief that President Akufo-Addo will be a man of his words and stick to the words he spoke to the Anglican Church in the Eastern region when he said, under his watch, LGBTQ will not be established. When he gave assurances to members of the clergy that he was going to ensure that anything that promoted LGBTQ will be dealt with. There is nothing that deals with LGBTQ better than this bill that has just been passed by Parliament. We expect the President to walk his talk and be a man of his words. We are grateful to the media and will continue to work with you going forward in the sensitization of the public. As sponsors, we once again want to reassure the media that you are partners in this battle and in this struggle.
Okay, yeah, what the whole 8 power 97.9 FM. Also, I'm more TVXYZ. Me Samo Bibia Kwaba. Eddie Badumedi Ayatu inside politics. Idia me this year Nicholas ya Yawson. Mena medi dwumedi ho chiame embo success yemfa dwumedi emberie ntime mo akwaba biem imo menye selfish catch on you bi na no so country ni bi na monfento TVXYZ na muntume enhwe bi na wonu bi so ntino into power 97.9 FM na nkomo dede nkomo hwehwem no so ntie bi na ahana Ghana kasa ahana Ghana tie make I say you stream live or TVXYZ Ghana Facebook TVXYZ Ghana Facebook will be to me stream na wahwe ho ebiom wukọ YouTube XYZ broadcasting YouTube XYZ broadcasting enti no so will be to me akọ YouTube na wahwe ho power 979 FM so stream live yedide mo ho ma memfa na ase kese emma wo a wo hwe me emfa na ase kese ma wo so a wo tie me fi se si anyame adom yewra new month Ghana month me manko no Ghana live there next week Monday nko ne beko but ye wo Ghana month enti ye mo bibia akwaba independent month enti ye ina ne ye kwa Ghana Africa na fahudi brenini enti ye ma obibia akwaba my father has a case so ma producers or mobile mechido Mr. Kelvin Asante boy chidon bi so innocent okechuku ene on mamba percent omuna ebo mechido Mugabi Masi Kukudam nanka so ebo mechido memfa na asema cameraman fo nyina ne ora Raf Jampo ono so no director or director show ni nane elder mu ina so me da omo ase papa yaje nkonwa atena so na wonim se nsem bebre na ekoso na yesi mu de na wonim se abato gidigidi pa general elections be koso December 7th 2024 me tre presidential and parliamentary na make us say ye nuanu muslimifo so aye bibi fefefa ebra adwene ntiase so Yenyanu Muslimi, and I said National Muslim Conference of Ghana. I make us say Chief Imam, your friend Sheikh Dr. Nuhu Shaributu. Omotumia presented 14 points of Muslim manifesto at the under leadership of the National Democratic Congress, NDC. As His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Somuche, now me patrol baby manifesto I would bano. Feka where ye bibia bra draining tia so pa. Say Muslim for no ehu bibi wo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Munti omo se je na feka manifesto papa a wo dey batitiu 24-hour economy policy a wo so dey by bradre na ntiase so no enti oma present kama ma NDC ne His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so etumi receive document a ekita 14 points of Muslim manifesto enti be edri de yankohwe footage na kasamfonyin no abra oboye presentation na NDC ne His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so etum so mutwe yenhwembra. Okay,
let me warmly welcome all of you to my office and to thank you for this proactive action you've taken in coming to us with what are a summary of the key points that the Muslim communities would want to see political parties move on in the event that they are given the political authority to govern this country. In the past, manifestos were written by a small group of experts who sat in a room and tried to second guess what the felt needs of the people are. And after they had done that, they will submit it to a manifesto committee that will enact the manifesto and say, this is the party's manifesto, and if we are given power, this is what we are coming to do. From 2020, we changed that mode, and we decided that we would rather go around and listen to the people, synthesize what the challenges and issues that they consider important are, and we'll use that as feed material for our manifesto. And so we came out with the People's Manifesto, and it reflected the will of the people of Ghana because we had consulted them. Unfortunately, we didn't win political power, and so another election is before us, 2024. I believe that the 2020 manifesto was a good one, but we need to validate it and update it. And so we've been doing the Building Ghana tour, We've recorded everything that people have said. Amongst the groups that we have met include Muslim groups that have raised some of the same points that you have included in this manifesto. There are other things too that have not yet been captured in our tour, but that you have raised in this manifesto. And so I think that I couldn't have been more timely.
Yenu Muslimi for no so abombodende a 14 point of Muslim manifesto. I present Yama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the incoming president, the flag bearer at the National Democratic Congress. And see, Onosuna Wasumuchi, no dia to Omunim say, Omunim sempa. Ono no ba san beje Ghana enti ono so asoma o de beka ho aye adwuma ma ye nuanu muslimi fu sesi akra omo haja akwantu omutu a ne bo aye din ma ye tumi nya alaje ni haje afo biemu no obehwe ni nyina na oba wetumi abo ma ye nya alaje fo ne haje afo ne bebre ma bibie tumi akonka nti ye nuanu muslimi fo ye da se papa wo 14 point a mo so mo de aba se onje no mfenka manifesto no ho na embo ye nuanu islami fo so ye wie ye wo ye nuanu muslimi fu ya so ya na ye ka ye ho se ye nuanu Hamadiya fo so Century of Islamic Revival Conference na omo ye no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama de nanium nyam kopie mu wo dwumedie na se the Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eso kopie mu enti ye hwe NDC amayeku His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na odi anaso kita franka no edema NDC amayeku saso na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia alaji no kita edema the New Patriotic Party nti omu ina no kohie mu ho a na o se omudi enkoma na omukasa odwumedie na se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so ma okasa kamo bia bonsem ka se papa ni nyansa onimete ehia so source ba na obefa mine bium na odi omine ni mukan okasa wieye na du mbra ye bebo the Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia din no na ye trade minister, trade and industry minister, your friend Ora KT Hammond. Ye nim ne niama ya na mempese meka ye nim niama papa ye papa na agrudi woni ni so yi pa Ghana for mo amuni ya ti papa tumi ye bibia na nkofo se ti Ora KT Hammond pa Minister of State na agrudi woni ni so sa no enti MC na bodin said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bra na Ora KT Hammond di America o de na agrudi na so akọ ono ha ye muslimi mapa ombu ala ombu mpenifo e wo ho ono kokase Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ye incoming president no mo say ahanihin a religious program na ye enye political platform so enti sansem no e wode atie mempese mekase bebre yenko na yenkohwe asema esi because evidence based na die adwuma wa ha dwumedie na inside politics yenko na yenkohwe abra ye nuanu muslimi fu ye Century of Islamic Revival Conference in seme piase yenhwembra
I assume no kitwebi ami wakani nyina wie but bibi kakra ka wa chiri na mbede soro ansa na Vice President Obakasa already the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana wan Fabian Sodo the President of the Republic of Ghana was January 2025 President of Ghana 2025 Mr. Current Vice President President to be, you are invited. Oh, yeah, ready. Oh, see, yeah, ready. Madam, 1 second. 1 minute. Your Excellency, I'm the moderator. My senior brother, Honorable, took the ring out of me. Yes. He said I invited. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. We members of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community completely disown the statement that the Honorable Katie Hammond has made. He has expressed his own desires. Political desire. Our desire is that leader who will lead Ghana once more. Who will lead Ghana once more into its position in the Committee of Nations so that we can command that respect which Ghana is known for. That is the leader we pray to Allah, that Allah Ta'ala should give us that kind of leader. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama,
is a sword with two edges. Both edges are very sharp. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is culturally a Muslim. If I invite him here to call the Azan for you, you will wonder that he's the one. I can assure you he can do it very well. You will not believe it. And he can lead you in Salat. But he is religiously a Christian. But in practical life, both a Muslim and a Christian. Unless until you see him in church, you will find it very difficult to tell whether he actually is a Muslim or a Christian. I'm just trying to tell you that he is a leader. It's the human being that matters to him, not what you say you are. And that he is not self-centered. No iota of arrogance in him. You could all see his demeanor when he stepped here to address us. On behalf of all of you, therefore, I want to say a very big thank you to him. As
says ya advocate Hamon and his woe. Wama a chef ferry asha Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. So we are not Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia needs to form say. Because advocate Hamon and his so adject Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and so. Oh, yeah, religious program. One kasoya Hamedi ni. Na wa sorry ye programmer who could jawa kase. Your friend say incoming president. Onunda penia imam or dan wa bakasa. So omudie omuni ho say wutie nsem kro kana oso omupe eye leader obesan abebubu mani bi chese excellency John Dramani Mahama credibility Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ne de wen ye ka Baumia din obi ase akohusem atrosem ketiam wa ma esi ade Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia ferry kra wa ferry ayenim guase binim say sa ferry Alhaji still on fimo ebeto na adwendwen Katie Hammond wo de meyenko wo program ya Hamedia for ya Century of Islamic Revival Conference ya na yenkatie sweet talks and semede ni visionaire doctor and I say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nansama okaye wodwumedie na se na hwe kompempeni for me ni wana ye kohwini because mukrom fumfantefa wana ya tro wana okanokwa wana wo vision ozema omangana yente His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abro wo man platform on so okase wodwumedie na se enkomra.
We always talk about peace in our country. We always talk about peace during elections. We must not forget that there must also be justice, because without justice there can be no peace. And so I urge that all the faith-based organizations, including Ahmadiyya, you include in your advocacy for peace also the advocacy for justice. Because it is the lack of justice that leads to an abrogation of peace. And I can give two recent examples. We all know what happened during the by-election in our Yawson West Wogon. During that by-election, a group of people, masked men in national security uniform, some in police uniforms, opened fire and injured several of our supporters. As I speak, one of them is still bedridden since that time. He was shot in the leg, he has lost use of that leg, and because of that he is unable to go back to work. And he's had to survive on the little humanitarian support that some of us continue to give him. I mean, for such a person, justice is needed. Yes, the president set up a commission of inquiry. The commission of inquiry gave its recommendations, which asked that some people be sanctioned. As I speak, nobody has been sanctioned because of Yawson West Wogon. It also recommended compensation for the people who were injured. As of now, they haven't received any such compensation. And that's why I say In addition to advocating for peace, we must also advocate for justice.
And on that hono, asomdwe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we ye Hamedia 4 program. And asomdwe nsemo do tuja. O chire mu chire me si waye waso West Wogon. Nniema emfa asomdwe mba. Ma make say ye nua na edi dem ontume na. Ono na o chire me no. Say ye hia asomdwe wo man mu. Eno ana imam so ebegina ho kaaye. Ye po bi odi asomdwe beba. Ye po bi obema. Me Nicholas me gina ha metena ha. Wa wo hwe me wo ho a wotumi aka say me ye Ghana ni. And obi akra fere so obeka say Ghana ni. So say Ghana ye basa. Enim gwase ahye Ghana ma nniema nkoyi. Inti we na ye hwehwe modi asomdwe beba ye nti se ya police ni bia bo bituo ye nti se obi ekun bi ye nti se ye kan ye ballot papers ma we akoye sei aye sei honsem ni bi no no hwehwe keti amonti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de wa ma age gon atonsuom atonsuom de tene no nti me call so wo ye nuanom Hamadia Muslim Mission ye omo century or ye Islamic revival program no so e call so wo salt pon no imun sem no ibiom UT Bank owner say nipa bebre nanka say ye kan Mr. Kofi Amoaben say dodo nanka sa enim ni ye pa UT Bank or sojenia edru baby no so one nadamfofo bi kebo mu UT Bank na Ghana for UT Bank na ye broni banko yankasa ye bank na ye Ghana for na mu ye adwuma wo ho Ghana for de omusika ekogu ho a na o ma Ghana for lo me di dwuma ye ni mekoye na na nado danko akufo ado one ni anu nua oye former finance minister Ken Oforiatta omuso indigenous bank ni bi ho a sebiwa eniema nkoyi nso na banks ni hia 9 billion Ghana cedis no motumi de a revival 9 banks no nse wie ye kohwe na omo de 25 billion emom na digu bank no we common sense woman saying we na Mr. Kofi Amoaben so ode nsem tu gwa one ye nua Kofi TV for di nkomo na o share na dwene efa general elections day enim December 7 2024 we na no compare Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 2025 obi odi president a ebetumi aboa oman no na nsembebre na no kae but menji Owura Kofi Amoaben nsem nka mayenko na yenkotie nsem no kae ba yeah.
Look at the two of them, of course. Bawumia son and no mate they are say you mate for him driving. And the driver no I won't find my mate by force. But you see, if taking myself, if I have to run UT again, I know what to do differently. Even if I trust people, I know to what extent I have to trust them. I will cross-check and double-check on certain issues. That is why I'm saying, say, between the two, Mahama is a better bet. Because, you see, I don't know why any Nipa won't talk Accra. As I said, the only reason why I'm from the PUSC leadership position is say he wants you to make the world a better place for a whole lot of people. And that's what you should use the leadership for. Now, Bana Bekum's Kago, I thought to Dabruche, this can be a carbon, the Ghana for sick, and Dinwahananka will be Yahu Kakra. And we don't.
See, Owura, Amoaben, Kofi Amoaben, no so nensemo de atudwano. O say Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, economy, His Excellency John Dramani, His Excellency Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo can say, efe economy no, wunnim wanti no kofa ofi, Bank of Ghana, why ye dwuma ho wunnim, to betumi atoto ne yi. Na ndo obegyan oka say na wo de oye mate a, na opese o kire say, Owura Kofi Amoaben nsem o kire nyina ne say, obi obetumi aboa Ghana na Ghana etumi akọ ne dadam na menu na akasa Ghana ya asobedwe Ghana ye enije memboro Owura former president Kofo nsem o say Ghana be ye de biom ene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nti say okwa mo bi a 2025 also di oman anime dia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na obetumi aboa because in the time na UT Bank tiase UT Bank koso nkofu tumi pelo no monsaka UT Bank bibia koso kama
na nanado bae na UT Bank egu mesi ankofire jobless nneema ye basa kofu sika kran nkwae enti sansemi no owura kofia mo aben eka megidi se nyo owura kofia mo aben view nko a mene wo so ye tie nsam a papa kan ye ya nyansasam o kan ye ya ye kare nipa mienu ya no kre John Dramani Mahama ne betumi aboa cause na time na bibia da kama bibia da din na nado time nneema jiegu nneema ye basa to over to us waka oso no de oji John Dramani Mahama di onim so ono obetumi ama ya san yakọ ededem na Ghana aye enijemu na yefi hwa na ye kọ yenima eye so na State of the Nation address na nado Dankwa Akufo-Addo kachre Ghana for say 7 years ni nkane esiso chese bibia de din efa nyen nya count nsem de bibia de din no one na owura John Jinapo ono so ode tu dwa no kire mo se meye ne ya waban mu we nse eye lo shed na aba a make say adum so be 1 month ni dum so ekoso no ebra adwene ntiase so enso ni na ban ne nje ne mfom so ntum na o mismanage economy no ama niema ye basa mama yenkoti asema owura John Jinapo de tu dwa efa no dum so aba nso oban ne nje ntum na wama bibia tete apansan yenti emra.
The MPP has lost its way when it comes to the management of the economy. And you need to go home, take a breather, reflect on your mismanagement, reflect on your incompetence, so that next time you have the opportunity to sit in the seat and to administer, you will take the people of Ghana serious. For the past 3 weeks to 4 weeks, they've been shedding load on a daily basis. Yesterday alone, they shared 530 megawatts. This afternoon, exactly 12 o'clock, the lights went up. That is why people are stuck in the elevator. Yes. And you still have the temerity to tell us that the lights are on. Mr. Speaker, that cannot be the case.
Enti the eternal ranking member the Mines and Energy, Honorable John Jinapo, Nensam no de atudwa no. O se enra yedum kanea agana fu na ade adanse enra yedum kanea ende kra make say ya sen dum kanea wo baby bebre wo Ghana ha na besi nde aban ne ntumenji nfum so ntumu wa mismanage the economy maniama ya basa still ontumi mbeka nkyereye brabeka kyereye se anu dum so na san aba munya timetable me wo Madina meti osu meti adabraka meti dakoman meti takrade meti sunyan meti eye wase kropon baby a meti bia no metumi akyerem aka se anu light eko off inti membo am ho me using kania sa time is a generator na mepa sa time metutu me niam ya bi say bedum lighter munya ne sa amayen ntu besi nde aban ne mpese oje ne mfom so otum ye na aso enim se sebiwa sika ne dini nyina nti wakokra nyeska ntu omoka niam aye basa nti aban no enje ne mfom so otum na we na eye owura John Jinapo ekasa kama ewieye na wedi ne kre ede ama eye Ghana fo nti ono anu nua ketwa a ye frɛ no eye Honorable Abu Jinapo oye member of parliament de ma damango ono so sorry ya o se asema me bra penny kan me ne nya adwen ono na oye minister de ma lands and natural resource also oni sa asema o mo kan oni nya adwuma fi se ye ka eye dum so a o compare ono na ban a His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo dano ene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na demonstration a omo de ne ye pa Honorable Abu Jinapo asema okanu no oso no ne de no omo de ye kra sen eye John Mahama de na sa asemi a wo kan Honorable won ferry wo brother tumi aka nyansesem say wo brother aka Ghana fo asema ye hwehwe say ye pese ye ka wa ka ma Ghana fo area asema wo bekani na wo ka kra no wan dwen ho na won ferry ho owura Abu Jinapo wo bra pani na aka say ntetena hwe mo ma ye hwe video na mra
let's go for 4 years. 4 years, the Honorable John Jinapo, Member of Parliament for Yape Kosogo, talks about lights going off yesterday and talks about lights going off this afternoon. Mr. Speaker, lights went off yesterday, that is correct. Lights went off this afternoon, that is correct. Ghanaians went through inconveniences yesterday, that is correct. They will go through inconveniences as a result of lights off this afternoon. Mr. Speaker, that is correct. But Mr. Speaker, Ghanaians certainly do not have a short memory. They do not have a short memory. For 4 years, what we experienced yesterday and what we are experiencing this afternoon, we experienced it for 4 continuous years. And what are they telling us, Mr. Speaker? Where are we beginning the comparison from? A comparison of June of yesterday, of today, of 48 hours, as opposed to 4 good years.
Okay, enti asam no wan kasa begini se waso wehu bi. Wunua pani eye John Ginapo akasa. Ono kra do wonimdie wo se na gini ne nyamkane ansam no. Wakasa wie na wa abu. Wo bra pani na kasa wie akansam a Ghanafo ye hwehwe. Na wa sori obe compare John Mahama administration ne eye wo current administration a wudi makotene. Eye fair. Because we share MPs na majority side na no bia ni bibika enti osesa dia ma challenge me brother kakra but asemi na fair to can be keke but Ghana for mumma yen carry eye party mienu yen hwe John Mahama na yen hwe na nado ne eye Alhaji Bawumia administration ekwan omo ne Ghana for faso because akohwisam ni atro no mudidi beji bendwe ama niema ye basa anti still no mugina bendwe bia so a ano mugina bamba bia so kasa omse yenka bibi nhye Ghanafo ncheso na nanado mbegina ho ombe ya akuntebu ema ye report fa so fa niema wa ye ho a akohwisem atro na obekaye enye hu se sanse me koso ebiom eye member of parliament the ma Esunafo South honorable Eric Opoku no so odi atodwa so oni na nado nyadwen kra oni na nado nyadwen ese obeka se an niema bi koso economy na yemfa mbo ni tiri so ne meka ho oni na nyadwen na sesi ade ono take Alhaji Bawumia ese oye digitalization man mo tag no enti sesi ano no na nado no pese oya na oma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye nipa bi but oni na nyadwen bi se me economy no age gon aseya eye na nado ni Bawumia because ye nim se ye ka economic management team a Alhaji Bawumia no da no nema diegu wo de men kasa bebre yenko na yenko hwe asama eye honorable Eric Opoku member of parliament de ma Esunafo South or the two.
Now the president appeared before this house to present the 2024 State of the Nation address, and he now describes the head of the economic management team as Dr. Digitalization. He's no longer the brilliant economist. He's now transmogrified into another area, digitalization. Meanwhile, Dr. Bawumia, throughout his life, has been trained as an economist. He has failed this country seriously, Mr. Speaker, woefully. Mr. Speaker, as we speak, Ghana is listed 6th among countries with the highest debt to the IMF. Top 10 countries with the highest debt to the IMF. Ghana is placed 6th. Mr. Speaker, Africa #1. And now Dr. Bawumia has no knowledge of the economy. He's no longer in charge of the economy. Now he is in charge of digitalization. From brilliant economist to digitalization, he's now a computer man. Mr. Speaker, another important point. The president indicates that they have successfully negotiated an IMF facility of $3 billion, and that is going to stabilize the economy and bring back hope. Mr. Speaker, the same government in 2 years borrowed $77 billion from Bank of Ghana, an equivalent of $8 billion, and that $8 billion could not stabilize Ghana.
Asemna na da honorable Eric Opoku wanuhia. Asemna na wachemu no. Ogusu doso mu chemu honorable Eric Opoku nyame shop waka no. Says ya Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia edwane efi economy ho. Digitalization ho nsem na oka. We Ghana ni a we say na nye papa yi no so on why adwuma Bank of Ghana ni baby asika ehye yeti sika so nso ekomede ye obema Ghana aye de taxes adoso dodo emma production bafom nti ombo mbetwa taxes efi ho na ama production akoso yenye adwuma ye inde kosi sen eno na oche me no nti ndalaji ba umi adwane efi economy ho a ori eno abo erikopoku ade atudwa achim mo obi ehu na emibeyi eye kasamfonyini bi akyerɛw sesi ade Ghana ayedin se tisenyo baby awo bia bra oba Facebook a TVXYZ Ghana Facebook ye TVXYZ Ghana ma power 979 FM so obetumi ahwe ho nti wo power 979 FM a ene TVXYZ Ghana be patcho Facebook live ye stream wo ho sa so na wo ko YouTube XYZ broadcasting no so eda ho brana behwe Ghana ye ambulance metre national ambulance cry ye dia kofa detergent into one here after washing a gum no me patcho obi amra mehwe obetumi aba Facebook live power 979 FM TVXYZ Ghana and sana XYZ broadcasting YouTube obetumi aba hebi says ya de oba behwe chale rehosem ye ambulance na de atwe detergent after washing liquid soap no me patcho he body na agum we wo hwe go so body wo hwe body na enye agogode ni bia go so body na omde akotwe we go so kwanso ana na hwe niam sesi ano metene no ambulance Ghana ya ambulance no ye de twe niam ya ne cargo car na passengers shem mo ma hwe Ghana ambulance na ye de atwe niam hwe body after wash detergent ahurugum niam na gum luggages niam na gumi hwe bidie nyina aka ho erade eya serious o wo hwe niam ekoso a sisi ahokyere kwanti eye ambulance for ahokyere omo nyina sikani omo twe ma ahokyere nti sisi omo de aye cargo car na omo de twe niam enti mo hwe papa pani no ogina one ne mba no omo na ejina ho no niam no onese no ya charge omo awie o enti mo hwe onese na ejina car no me pacho we obi amehwe TVXYZ eye power 979 FM TVXYZ Ghana me pacho Facebook live ye stream wo so bra behwe bi arehosem na me ra ho ma Ghana sesi ade eye ambulance buses no enya ade an ambulance cars ne yemfemfa nipa biem ye de twe niam na ya charge mumra mahwo magana edu no niam awrafo na egu ho no omde omche omedika aka no kre say ya charge ye de niam etu kwan nti driver ne ambulance service omom ye adwuma ho na ejina ho no niam awrafo so na madan no magana ewie no ambulance ayemfemfa nipa wo from krom say wantua 600 Ghana yem betumi mbefa nipa no yare no mo hwe nde de twe go so bode de twe detergent ahro bidie nyina we sa bidie wo hwe kentampo de ni bio kentampo bidie pa kentampo bidie na watwe bi egu ho no serious very serious inti mo mine du no ahokyere inti Ghana ambulance service for ende bidie bode liquid soap and niema no mo de twen die na ekosui Ghana die na ekosui na nado amamui 7 years a wo ka kire se microeconomic indicators niema point to the right direction eno ni o Ghana for mehwe manu mo aye den sesi ade ambulance service omo de car na de twen niema bra behwe bi fi say inside politics akom ni nchirem yenye bosrem ka asem ye kan na ye yi kirew brother behwe bi mesi no magana ewie no Ghana ewie no na do amambu ode Dr. Mahmoud Baumia magana ewie no ye de twebode ye de twin seminar ye de twin niama bidie wa hwe niama egu ka na nkasa niama etena de sa niama yegum hadwene meraho ye papa enti Ghana ewie no ma me papa menua wo tie me menua wo hwe me ma Ghana ewie no abesi sebefia wo se wo hwe che wo magana ewi see you wo magana aye wo magana ekodu e ya rehosem but in that Friday what's it thank God it's Friday na do Friday so dia bibia to me see I don't lie no bibia to me see and me pese ye chenko fuska ye che 2000 ye che musika ye che mu dwete ye che mu nokofio ye che mu loja munuanom a wogu takrade takwa ye kept course commander shama sekendi takrade ene meka ho mo pocho wo twene den ye che ho ne dwete ye che ho nokofio ye che ho ne sika asema bronyi kan ofe ne se cash ye che ho ne bi XYZ broadcasting penifo atena ho de yen loyal viewers and listeners and the Friday yen che musika Ghana ye de me de eye ambulance kwa atwe niema me patcho say mesika ba obotum wa hwe TV XYZ ache wetie Power FM ache and then for mobile phone kai so we MTN user and now Vodafone user enti we MTN and Vodafone user wa pay amo wa breda ngo soko and they chosika umpe we no pedien me patcho for phone sesi a for phone sesi a me say new edubiasefo na ya krado new edubiasefo na mo MP wa ha o say mun hye nanim nya musumu ndi bi na de bia no eya na MP say oh say na XYZ MP wo ma ye ndi bia na o say new edubiasefo nde o wa hamamo na na musumu ntubi *274 hash star 274 hash what say mensaka into for mobile phone na wabo star 274 hash me pa me say den star 274 hash wa wo hwe mi na make asa cherewi eye wa ma me papa me nua wo hwe mi wa na make asa cherewi but star 274 hash star 274 hash na me pa wo bo star 274 hash na send mami me pa send mami what send the way ya pe me patcho abadien options na aban option 1 me patcho a Power FM XYZ option 1 a Power FM XYZ wabo Power FM XYZ aha me patcho mi awan na san send it chawa send it wo send the way bisa o say how many times no person enter draw no me patcho ticket back could be a 5 Ghana cedis kind say ticket back could be a 5 Ghana cedis ticket back could be a 5 Ghana cedis enti me patcho do ahe na wo bonda Friday yen ko no 20 wo bo 20 100 Ghana cedis no di 2000 difference in it say yen tem me patcho we dia de bia wudi ende ye mami sa so na wa ya wundi da ende ye mami ende ye lucky Friday sa so na wo ye foforo kra na wo hwe me wutie me wo say amede misike shema amedi de ubedi omo mudi na omo nseno moje di omo furu sansem edi wusu omo furu sania enti he na wo Kumase Mampon wo adwoso wo sunyane wo techimai wo brekum wo domahinkro wo sampa wo drobo wo koforidua wo eye achimebu akwa wo nsawom bebi awa wo hwe me bia ye nuanom a mo wo na vrongo ne mpotem mo wo boko mo wo bolega mo wo wa mo wo boko ene eye nkronkro ne atamalefo ene me ti say youth ni bebre na omo esidwom say ya mo adwuma aban no omo nti ase me se mu na mo fa mo hunshem but star 274 hash but star 274 hash we give away kese a XYZ broadcasting ye de mamo nti dia na wo twen wati a me se nda fo hunshem usu bedi bi wati fo hunshem usu bedi bi nti boni sesi a na ye nkwa yanim star 274 hash star 274 hash we send the option 1 Power FM XYZ we me one send it me patcho ndem see enko no 20 kai said the more we to ticket now chances of winning so sra na ekọ nde ye fiada memma men kasa tintin bebre memma me kasa nye long me pese osu dibi nipa bebre na edi obi ho so na me rent aso me nya bi di so eboae member fees me patcho ne sika bie ni ho nse me last 150 Ghana na mede to so amedi me last 100 Ghana na mede to so amedi me last 70 Ghana na mede to so amedi wuti adanse de ankofo di a na nhyira omode ma XYZ broadcasting na bra dwen nti ase so wo a wutie me wo a me kasa kire we a wo hwe me o TV so na me say for hu hyem sesi a *274# ende ye woda wati ende ye woda ende obi di ye ende oso ubedi nti de na wo twen eye de na wo twen Diana Wotchain yentem na ne wusu bedi bi e *274# me pese na wutumi tie mu kasa mensaka enne me pese wo kasa mensaka nti nda wusu nsa beka yentem na me de draw no be hihya ano no yentem ende me pese wusu di na wudi adanse se eye trodo ye no sabi wa transparency ye adwuma ye nya de ye krata hye ho aso bia na abeka se osimesi wo ye ya na edem wo su me fe ne se answer me bo number na me pacho bebre abet Google wallet so kama nti de ete no baby edri o se me num nsuo de kwanche me test kakra on ma me chire aha na nsu pa me nom no your friend X natural mineral water eye broni nsa no nsua me pa bi abobaba na me bade a ekuku da mo ha a ye ne omo bedi nkomo ti mo fidie no nkoso nda ha ya na me ba sesi a ma me no X natural mineral water embrace sesi a Easy or your power for Masaka promotion. There isn't a big or you're big. Separate enter power for Masaka promotion. More day I never dial *274#. Area net choose power effort. Now select a number of drawer and put this on Hushim. Draw Krubia 5 Ghana cedis pet. The more as a rush draw them and stand the chance able to marry a big. Hey, you're big. Every week you saw your 50,000 Ghana cedis in a chair. Hey, 50,000 Ghana cedis. Knock off you. Good deal last shot. *274#. Masaka. Power for Masaka promotion. It's licensed and regulated by NLA on Caritas Lottery Platform. Kaida drawing Shashada home.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same purpose. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royal. They have their own farms, thousands of fruits. I can also
was here, but the idea about what was a man for whom they say. Parliament in generate IGF biaho. Okay. On say institutions ni be brio or generate sikanti says can be and our mode bo or institution no bra electricity ebi okro mo ani twa mo ho ka ani ade by parliament sika bia obo say dey aba parliament na dey bia parliament ye bia sika e free central government hono mo ba but obi anso ni ma ban we say ne record and how stingy they are with releases enya parliament nko and they okoye district assemblies are egu MMDAs libre egu okosoro District Assembly bi wo ho no ma ni IGF for the whole year annually 19,000 19 aye ko audit omo say we local government committee no so they ko audit
19,000 or the year
ko share audit report 19,000 enti say aban no releases e was aban no de common fund any other funds e was aban no de common no so aban no amfa kwa ebi wo adwuma no kra 12 e no mo kwa adwuma
na atoshi no da sai na no de adwuma no mo di
na atoshi abroa no mo di no me say
mo di na atoshi abroa na na
na wo di na atoshi abroa na abro no bia
because in maybe say time owura dan botwe wo ho no mo ni na atoshi kra nya problem say
well ene de na nya say committee no sintimi nim de na e koso wo ho no mu nya the bottom line is aban afibia yetna various institutions, at least for local government. Okay. Institutions that were under local government near the. So we goods and services, if you want to man, CAPEX, any other, if you want to man near release, maybe 15%. If you want 10%, if you want 1 city, Roman releasing from my home. And see, affecting institutions, institutions need to be on man. Omunina struggle, say the parliament, struggle, say, obey your friend is saying, you be fundy your home, and I say, ye ho akabi anase nneoma ye hia sika dia ye ntimi fanye no ye were a lot of activities me feel say nka film any last year speaker not speaker person here but because of sika releases are embanti nneoma bebre ho no ma was speaker hwe na etua ho ka akwantu bi ho was speaker na anka tu anase committees was say ebia na other foreign countries or maba was say ye reciprocate gesture no by also going the nyina ye ntimi nye because sika aban no edi aba a sha appropriation mu say afi sika was he releasing my parliament me fan say 20,000 just for example ebi afi no endru be ye third quarter no let sika no dey release no endru be ye 10,000 we do half of the sika ye release ya mo nti say parliament just say sika na say institution bi say sika no be ka nensa wo de ye enema ehu hia first ade asa wanya ebi a parliament adwuma no the ensuing days and as weeks no omuntimi yentimi ntenase and as yentimi function properly no eno na me say yetimi ye but minim say ye kan nyina na eno nkire say electricity na hu hia but yenim say ye dey betimi afri so say individuals kura no afri nti na me say we adults and electricity company was so take step no so mo je o mo sika because gains are you making under John Mahama in the your friend is a power sector ni nyina o ma erodi o mo de 7 years I erodi sa gains ni nyina am e wodum so mu and dum so no enye bibia ye sikasem okay so ti ase enti de wo ho no no okay me maka left muda because mu be ye your friend is saying e wo parliament be ye 3 minutes pe mini a me bo me mpa ye wo wiase nyina wie
na ndra sa ni sa na ndra so conform ke mo so bompa
e ka kra bi nka me duru ho na omukọ no omukọ
nti sum ne de wo ka floor baby
office so no no em say be 4-5 mu ho kran sa na light ba nti de mu hu no wo chamber ne de em say no no obi ahu ye ba
but ye betwa jobs
600 no be 5 mu ho no ne ba it's unfortunate I don't think say an institution like parliament
it's hard to me
is made to go through such humiliation.
Okay, in the Honorable Adams Abdul Salam na yetene kan member of parliament ma anyway do be say mama boss Honorable Timothy Atabuade I went through on those former MP de ma Prosa North Honorable Nampom to say
yeah, dynamic so am.
But the yaku echire ho ana. But you be able call there. Na regent say minim say wo kan a committee a mo push campaign ni ade for her also to say regent.
Yeah, okay.
Consequences say ho call there.
I'm say the first time in any share a sin of by elections na and I can see that he's a very hard worker. From that day, because share elections now, I had to say that no numpo na omo ye elections.
When it comes to
yes,
wow,
IGBBR on her expenditure, everything.
Fine.
I drove from here with leader Honorable Ahmed.
Yes.
And I called straight in Honomo, and he worked so hard. And I think that it's like when constituencies are nearer, say they say, you are like twin constituencies. And then he did extremely well. And then I wasn't surprised that victory night. So I want to thank the people of Asinov once again. Say, all that guilt test is not gold, and half a story has never been told. So they show that they really loved their members of parliament rather than Sikana or Mediko Honmono. And that is what we want to show in the 2024 elections. Say, Sikabe Brankrofo we are geno. I say they are piling more money to disturb the winning of the NDC and our beautiful candidates. But for the upper is there, we are okay. When say they lose MPP now 1 seat, but our seat in a big account.
Okay.
We
what can you add?
No, I know. There are some challenges in some few constituencies, but at the end of the day, the committee now we are working hard to ensure that all Niaman kitten is here current candidates in the MPs, every year from months and they need drew.
Okay.
Upper is where region that you can't beat us. So I win.
Yes.
Only 100%. Intina Baumia call Honmo, even Binduri. Once I Binduri Honmono, the only MPP MP or Honmono. MPP MP. He's even a deputy minister, and the regional minister is also from Binduri. But Baumia lost brutally. Yes. He lost completely to a friend secretary Japan. Nouveaux on endorsed. Intina me cut him said this election I'm say Baumia free north. Well, free north fine, he's our brother, but we don't know him in terms of the voting. And it is clear. I always say that the only place of which many have been in the Savannah region. The Savannah region now. Not northeast, northeast, yes. Now northeast now campaign on we hono. They are not doing only campaign to say they were here or a man puntru juma ba hono and our bottom nintiento sa campaign and omede hono. Because he's a man prusima, the man prus people should not more money nimun guase omuntum mano. Na nyese not at all.
Tell what Tamilo factory bibi anyho.
And I pass
agenda
111 pono mo de keka no pono omunya bi won. So you see, it is not about that. But you see, and not the see parliament na enimgo say one. Like me, parliament is an institution. Omunya idea. They rely on government releases to take care of expenditure. Your former MPs, your association. We rely on the same parliament to also give us something to work. If I say hold your conference to elect new leaders, we have not been able to do that because there's no money. We've gone to the speaker and post first quarter. So there's a problem with releases from government. But you see, it's the hypocrisy of of some people in government and even MPP members. Because we share the amount of money this government has. No government under this from Nkrumah time anya sasikano. The amount of money meno kasisiano not less than 411 billion taxes. Anya say moko bobusian sika maji as a result of taxation from the people of Ghana is over 411 billion. And numpobit media yejuma. Ama kana one look. Most of this canon is created by this current guy because because the chrono boy reckless spending and stealing, naked stealing, naked because we share the quantum we should see carbon come with the juma anka development projects anka I say that is one. Two, come this kind of juma you don't need to do capping, you don't need to delay releases because the money is there. You got so much money. So much money, or a member of parliament.
Yes.
They got so much money. So much to the extent that Anka Omobayano, Anka President Nanado Danko Kufuado, and then Baumia, his incompetent Baumia, Omo disikani ye juma, they will not be struggling to do campaign. And the outcome of our projects would have been speaking for them. It would have spoken for them, no campaign, no wahala. Oh no. But because some buying ideas greedy, they came to steal, they came to mismanage. This is where we are. And I go into the Yinama son and I, but this is just the beginning. And I know that what happened, if Parliament say yes, sir, can you imagine? And now you say no, Dumson Kai. Everybody, you see, and the dishonesty in the doors, a hammer, you won't mind the crop. They know that there is Dumson. There's so much wahala in the energy sector. No man hand over the NDC. Hand over, you know, I say, ya can't jump say Dumson ever. Obianim in this country, as we said that there's Dumson.
Yes.
Anna, you know the difference is that even consumers themselves are telling you to give us the timetable for the
no.
That is the difference. Young consumers and business people are telling you, say, Musi Deb, Muamunim says so, must say energy sector. Esla alone is over 30 billion or more. As we talk, the power from independent power producers now, you owe the 1.4 billion. But yes, our home Kanosono is increasing by the day. It's also increasing, and yes, 4.1 billion or more in dollars terms now is stagnant. It's increasing by the day. It's cumulative. Account de bia PDS unko amose mode koton. From saying Institute for Economic Affairs. I say as a result of Corona Mokobo Honmono, Ghana lost $2 billion. $2 billion. IAS report. You see. Just someone there, the beyond Dominsa can be on a chrono. They are not bothered about the people of this country. The hypocrisy is too much. Because it's too much that people should come out and talk and pinpoint their eyes and tell them the truth. The education sector is a mess. Headmistress no be beside us. Also we be here.
Hey, no,
and I've been saying, you see, now man there, it is not crane booming. In fact, this afternoon, who said, "I'm say GS call round in schools to inspect food." And I heard me say, "Because I say, oh, Modia," and I say, "Yo, Modia, na munwa mankwara." You see, it's annoying. The most annoying thing is, what's about me? I'm so go inaugurating the campaign team, and I'll say the NDC's vision is blur, and that someone should whisper into Mohammed's ears that already wife and I see a bayano. Omu ye dada. And I'm saying, Uncle Bisu and Kay, some whisper treble me say. So no, or a king kong of chatro power the whole world will be so chatro. Answer no Obana, not throw a gano. So no, I better take one title. So if there's already a wife, we are coming to make it more. There's nothing wrong if there's Wi-Fi. We say we'll do ours. If you are doing so, what are you afraid about? Someone should whisper to Bomia that he's now a legendary liar. And before he became a liar, there were lies. But it didn't stop him from lying to take the title. Everybody knows that we are liar. Now could be so mad. But I couldn't afraid about Bomia. And I say, men are offering Bomia and talk with one more. You check the students when you see students fighting. Unsam kwara school kwara wa mu kofi no mo kwa. Wo de bisa ma de kwantu amoko no. Ba ko na frɛ ba ko ba umia. Na ba ko sa de na frɛ me ba umia. So
kwala ni na hu se ba umia ditro.
It's a fact.
Wow.
You go to the secondary school, you go anywhere. You know I teach. And I tell you. So what I tell you that students unse kwara kwa ba ko na frɛ ba ko ba umia. And talk with you because one person's idea, so he has to be serious as a leader and stop as if he wants to mimic us and to go on. Politics is not beauty contest. It's serious matter. Because of those lies in the internet, the power no more okay. Despite the resources.
Yo. My man now Honorable Timothy, I won't trade my Sibebre. Now men call Honorable Adams Abdul Salam ho. Now breaking news happen His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He to me akosha yenuya KK Kabobu. MC KK Kabobo University of Ghana Medical Center until wa question pa na yesi wenya liver problem bi aye bibi e wo honti John Dramani Mahama His Excellency to me a question number permanent nya ina e betwa na mahwe footage na bibi etumi akonka Honorable Adams my member elsewhere na ye nhwe so na
so na ye dan ho ka ho asem
ye ka ho asem che ye na ye di week no
he said much about
it focus ti ye na ye de hwe na wo ho no kan ti
na me wo ho
area bi o feel say o pese boom no
edi kan ye da nyame ase say afi so na no wa comply with constitutional provision no pepe na the beginning of before the end of the first quarter of the why because last year so obesha
delay pa
no
I'm say date ba 3 times was 4 times
yes because that economy na for the inflation nam 50 equal 60
so who more beka
enti no ba enye enti afi IMF adaroma IMF anu say yanko IMF da over my dead body the vice president say yanko IMF deputy finance minister or say yanko IMF ogina parliament no wudi ntro your friend is saying minister na nkasa eko hodu town hall meeting was say yanko IMF da
I think communication director cry former Ashanti region also wo kwa abadam abadam
just say abadam for the call IMF enye wan say o man abadam na leaders wo mu nyina nzo ase de wo hye se de nneoma si ku asebi we be ka say dambo kwan na so ana
no okay
he say sebi enye dambo sem enye dambo a president and then me ma begina parliament no one can share on speaker nim one can say macroeconomic indicators wo mayi yetimu yimu macroeconomic indicators say economy no indices nneoma e kire say economy no e wa ahoden no is pointing to a right direction
as more kind
say bi say what kind of paragraph say 13 as say e wo so nanum e say o sha sia na me ni honorable Elizabeth Jare na say ko e wasaba obeye ni nneoma ni biom
I mean security
because onim say nsama oba be ka no say ye nya abotra anhwa na ye si ye friend say tama omudi ile bi bae na anhwa na bi asi bi nti ye ma security na nya tight because so oba e be hwe mpanifo anim e be di atem e wo parliament we are the representatives of the people
like
I just said the macroeconomic indicators e pointing to the right direction e wa bra enne say we call back to 2016 na ade ba ko a MPP fo edigina so e ma omo ahoden e ma omo ano e de kasa ye e twen John Mahama and even at Amel's time e twen abo so a de ntro e be win election 2016 na e cedi any dollar meboa
sanity
cedi ni dollar any fuel the fuel mpo de ye be ba ho
and that the omo pressure mama ye mfa nya politics
o say sisi ade nya politics so say cedi no because say na your friend is saying President Kufuor hono no ye redenomination as cedi na say be $1 $1 for some time for a few your friends a period of time now President Mills buy President Mahama buy cedi no example from 3.8 from sa level 1 no e call 3.80 ninti no I said John Mahama any NDC for there
amaye me bimbe is
adia your friend economy there na chese entiase akra and your friend is saying $1 ekoya koduru last year be your friend is October mu ho na enenam 15% na enenam 15 cedis ana meboa e wo mayi sa
ekoya
koduru sisi ya swati abayenti sisi e wo manya yetimu $1 intimi ma 10 down
asa ba form kakra
$1 intimi enye 10 cedis bi omu da sisi e ho de ye twem wo ho you are lucky to have it at 12 and I'm
13 yes
ebeko 14 sisi ya ye wie ye ba besi your friends second quarter yimu kwa bedru next year be fourth quarter of this year yes and 15 16 mu honum because edie na omo ba ye economic propositions any nsema ba omia kan ye economic wastegate edie na ba omia ba ye edie na oma ye say dollar no be kwa kudu because in the impact of your friend is saying exchange rates on the economy. And the president, eba no ba be catch say economy no pointed to the right direction. Usa ufa sa economic your friend is saying metrics no kwa on the exchange rate kwa just say attend the now baby D. And inflation now in 2016. 2016, Accra now around 14-15. And a buy in December last year. Now inflation could do 50s, a friend is 50-70. And the year can say, you see, you crowd, see, Oko social media or more social media, your friends, a land gas and a van gas. No, oh, inflation is swatty. A swatty free here by here. A swatty eddy free, your friend is saying 52%. Eddie Abba, your friends, about 25-23%. It's Yemo and some more. Ewa bra ye ne West record on inflation kura na 50 no.
Yes.
Eno 2016 almost o monti bi da. Fuel. Na ye sen. Adama me bi o si fuel ya na ye de gallon.
Ye increase in the yatum and they are enti pump station ayatum.
Enti say ufri ho no enti say wo hwe all the metrics, economic metrics ye di ja wo mo ye hand you over e de man Kufuado in 2016. Then I will share sa bibia sa metrics and indicators ni nyina won ewa. President bia ni hono ma sebi. What respect ewo buo e ma ne manfo a obeba be gina be ka se macroeconomic indicators e kire se ye friend say ne minister finance minister ba was here 10 corner and one all by was say your friend say ye pointed to a right direction. Say we ye no kra free hono. Now, about the debt to GDP ratio. And you know, the IMF in 2016, they was saying they 56% in 2016, and they 200 over 106. And on the IMF. That's what I say. And the president, state of the nation, of course, before so Babano, na the Obabe. Apart from so Obabe didn't throw. On the very basic things, adia kwalakra nim se Ghana hanomo enne sa dia a bibia ewo mayimu se wo de toto de ene wo 2060 bibia konachi enti na enya dia na obi expect say president ne ba of course obeba beka say ena ye ba ye hu say, and of course the idea na was so ye no because that's what leaders do. So you a leader that's a wudi ade nim ade no we feel say why ye do baby why ye do no na enka we ni say sa na was say but you take responsibility
na correct
thought ya say you take responsibility and one na expect say about me enya kwanya senka oba be kasa chiro man no about the oba obeye ye na wo so di nkan ye ni so obe only the problem waka so ye wa ban mu no say bi ni ye hye dan nim de ekoso ni experience bia of course Kufuado na wa ban mu pen but na onye maybe na me president na me vice na me your friend is saying me can't say the end about me te no ho afiri no ho no e bia na president Kufuado na me hye da nim sa nti me ba be hu ye no na me hu sa president Mahama sa wo ya de in 2016
so kasa so the credit man no that
I bet you say say president Mahama and president and na sa cry doom so ya ekosu by this time you sure by this time that's why we release the press statement and that's what back out about beka ho asem I take responsibility I assure Ghana for say sadie adie say ni say ntina ama ye face challenges we say na mom na nya ade ebro ye so ye be fix it said ye 2016 obey president from 2012 and they buy a friend say 2016 na dum so wo ho no ma o ka say ai what ya say problem nyam na me create ye because dum so e sha ase no na ono onye ye friend say onye president e ko 4 times so and dum so sha ase and oba beto ye o say am aba beto ye blame me for problems are man create. Now so as president I take responsibility. That's what leaders do. That's what I say. Enti minua state of the nation ni there. I am say a constitutional requirement. I was a president na afibia oba fulfill. Na minim say Kufuado ni nightmare. You say all your friends say we are all kon say next year. Obeba be my account of the stewardship. And sana by that time na President Mahama president elect obesaba minim so nyaya na nke no kra no yaka so manema because onim so oba anim guase ebeto no because enema or car say obeye ojina simpie so e car so obeye as flag bearer for 3 times enema or car so oba obeye de waye de wo otimi ye bold a ye kra no eno so kra no ense me wo ho no ankasa afa de ojina parliament say free SHS no afa de wo say ye friend say ye nyina ye review ye kan ya adwene bom na ye mwa na ye na time ye ka kira o say ade na wo de ba no enye sustainable ye review say cancellation the way a wo pesa wo ya ade no enye sustainable nya abotre enye wo nko na wo pesa Ghana fo ono akra ni nipa adokofo ka kire no se na na nya abotre even the supersonic speed even the finance minister supersonic speed no even the finance minister implementing September na even the finance minister even the finance minister almost as also more implement no wo hwe your friend is saying the weight of free SHS no on the economy and the way I am implementing it now because master it doesn't make sense. Obeka say o will be at your fees. Will be and free SHS free free SHS and me MP onu edi biase say enkwara ne sha say so mu school lie ba minimum where down free SHS say and there's a oba unkuta close to 6,000 oba ntini ko school enti free na anything enti de bia mo ba me bisa o say na school no say o mo say you free. It's mami awaba also be pemwe. Ebi kura wo to Makufu ado because of free SHS. And so enda wote ha. E wo pemwa. E dia akọ SHS na ye say ye free no. It mean the free no. Menti ase be 5% bi. 5% of your friend is tuition. Free ni enka ye ti ase ne say akwala no be e bi anka chop box any trunk. E no kura trunk ni aden kura isi wo. Enka mami no ye shito ma akwala na nko fa ne bag. Nanka wadru school mu ho. Odru ho no ma baby obeda wo ho. Aduane obedi wo ho nanso enne schools ni bebre se chese individuals ene awofo ene ka omo hu bom eto aduane ede ma ye friend saying school for no ansa na o matimi aye akodan na ni ade enti bi nua me se akufo ado ho asam de enye sona ena ye de eba bejaje se president no oba ye waye bibia na so wonye bibia me se the temperature of Omaino and in Neoma Ekoso in the country on a daily basis. Any doom so about Becahui. And no the real state of your friend is Omaino.
Okay. Yeah, but that's Honorable Adams Abdul Salam Natin can you with VRCMP. Mamenko Honorable Timothy, I won't term ho na sofa ne diembra. Mamen check a Prophet Alfredo Usubuating Eja Panche good one. Wo sunyan esifufu Ghana flag wo so wo hwe pa anti ye chechi opa papa saso na Nana Kofi Atochi Amenfi East NDC constituency chairman Nana Kofi Atochi ye fro si ade ye nkabom hene si ade ye chechi opa papa woni Amenfi East ebusuani na NDC foni na wama kroye abaho nti ye chechi okoso yesa febo constituency honorable yentio
you know, MPP for no more chiromo. Said almost a chiromo no. There's no any government or more chiromo to say MPP. You know why? Because your truffle. They tell lies and they tell it with some importance. Intin we be omo and yes free just now they didn't know that there was problem with it. But omo ko review pa I say oma jide jo mahama akana tum. Their problem my brother of the MPP now omo ho akire omo say niema nyina omo ya akọ bad ni nyina jo mahama ka kire omo. This omo be jituma na it say there they are going back to what John Mahama told them that they've never been in government before. And an another government, why you know to say the Nimadiama, so bounce obia. You see, he put himself in a pedestal that showed that he knew governance too much. To already obas anemo, you know, bit my look, Nanado is the weakest link, the weakest president ever. He's very weak. When Nimitri were born, look, that's how many MP before do change. Me say, look. And I keep repeating, he's the only president I want to me in throw letter. I've said this a million times. I am telling. It's not about casa. It's not about look to put pen to paper to write something sensible. I've challenged them. He only sure one is ano. And John Kwan, president, he doesn't know anything. This president, he's very weak. He's the weakest president. What I should say now about my look when you go to in the speech, when you go to page 14, page 16, paragraph 10 was say, he was talking about doing so. I want to say, me paraphrase, so far so good. We've managed, that's the word he used. We've managed to keep the lights on for the past 7 years. What does that tell you? They've not, they only managed to keep the lights on.
Wakra.
Yes, but one manages that's his own words. That look, that we've managed to keep the lights on for the past 7 years.
Okay.
Even in the midst of a financial crisis, the man has admitted that there's doom so. The man has admitted the energy sector, they can't work with it. They are only managing to keep it. Into one manager keeping it to the extent that when we hand over, they will then give it to us and say, oh, to say yes, to say yeah, homie. And say a yibebu. Now we in kakra so udru baby bedru now hand over. Now so bow. They themselves know that the energy sector they will be doing so when they hand over. But person by timetable now person fan bano. It's become the timetable bar. Omeka say doom so you understand. It isn't because they are not aware that the energy sector there's crisis. So that aspect is clear that they are only managers. They've been managing it. They've been managing the energy sector. Not that they've solved the problem.
Sanity.
The problem was solved and completely solved by President John Dramani Mahama. Because we were not producing enough energy. So he said, I will fix the problem. And truth is where he fixed it. Mobile must say energy sector, your friend is there, take off pay, take off. And now you know Kasano. You don't even have enough energy. So why is the take off pay? Then what can be our your friend is saying. So now, what say? And he takes the ultimate responsibility, not Baumia. Or no? There's a nearman yina bonena ma will take it. But you see, if you take the ultimate responsibility for failure, you take the ultimate responsibility for the stealing of the money too. For the armed robbery now, the Mananado has failed to take that responsibility. Even the Auditor General report that shows that over 52 billion we are no. And so on so what you say and also on years ago. Nanado is also want to tell us that he's so intelligent. You see, you have taken us measure. We know that there's what we call delegated legislation, delegated authority in power. You, the president, will not be far ultimate, no. But once you know this, once you know the Juma DC is no more Juma. You appoint what do you call it, ministers, state agencies, and so on. So we take direct responsibility, no.
Yes.
Then you take the ultimate. That is why a president will sack people. Because of direct responsibility arising as a result of delegated authority. That's why he can sack a DC. If you are taking the ultimate, then you sack yourself. You don't sack the DC.
Sanity.
And so sack, I don't know sack, and I will hear reshuffle. You do reshuffle because you man out the amount of the man some year no. Or my you man man to any something I will sack woman. So if you are taking ultimate responsibility, so that it will do like Omekas or a driver mate, you know, or a driver mate and pa. Tiniam fast bonum bon because on call ballot papers. So you know best drama for someone so today you have the guts to tell people that and you think that we don't know, we know much. And also say how the project tracker listen to me. And the project tracker a better tracker to all the projects they've done. Do we need trackers? Are we not from constituencies? Are we not from district? What do I have to track to Sandema to know that you have not brought own fashion by Sandema? Even in Accra here, project be a Ghana ha, Moyana, Mambe Trust and Free John Dramani Mahama. There's no any project, be it road project, be it interchanges, be it digitalization. You mention all of them they started from what John left. Their problem is that they've not given acknowledgement to John what he did. The first dishonesty was the inauguration of the War Hospital, the regional hospital. Inauguration, you said John Dramani instead of you to acknowledge, he jumped and went and acknowledged Kufuor. Take it from me. So why you are there? I bet to us, what do you do? You have to thank team who took over from you and completed. Or Jampi John Mahama no acknowledge also Kufuor on the project and buy. You see the dishonesty with which they do things. Very criminal dishonesty. These people, they should never let one look. The people should not vote for these people. They should not vote for Kufuor has destroyed himself, destroy the country, destroy everybody, and he's ruling on lies and dishonesty. Criminal hypocrisy. Look, that they've created jobs over 100 and something. People should know the difference. Yeah? There's difference between employment and creation of jobs. Now we be recruiting amount for into security services. You have employed, you haven't created jobs. If you come and you are employing teachers, you have employed, you haven't created jobs.
Yes.
If you come and you are employing nurses and what do you call it, doctors into already existing state institutions, you didn't create jobs. You employed. Creation of job is that one will say you trouble guys, the money we took from the sourcing of the money till the foundation level. This crop of people no munye jumanye and the farm sa ebefa also be empire France and this also be empire wo didi John Mahama tem no yen you created that corner of jobs. So it's a creation of job. The MPS 3 Tema no, those workers who were working there were not there. So if they were employed into Gapoha, it wasn't job creation. Yes, it wasn't job.
Why employee?
But the expansion of the terminal, the MPS3 has brought new crops, so it's a creation of job.
John Mahama created.
John Mahama. The terminal 3 now a year of airport.
Yes.
Our mokochi chair, your friend is saying, duty free shops, the man on one, the daughter, and then the it's a creation of job because it has brought new employment there. You get it? The whole airport. I'm the NC whole airport. No, be a new Juma whole airport. So by that building, you created jobs. If you build structures like Yancy Legon Hospital, no, there were no nurses there. Were there nurses? They were in Legon Hospital. So by building that, we employed more people there and technical people to handle very complex things. You created job. If you expand infrastructure, you create jobs. But if the infrastructure is there and you employ into it, you didn't create jobs. People must get the differences. If you come and tell us that, my employ 2 million, why is the 2 million? Is that what Senate data is telling us? Senate, say the employment people who are registered and they are formal workers, we have over 2 million people there. So these people are playing tricks. They are playing, they've never, because some person will show that you have created jobs. You must put infrastructure. The India economy is growing because of infrastructure. And India is one person when BBI friend said they want to take a title like they are the country that is building more infrastructure hub in the world. Because we have infrastructure, people must work in it. If you build community day students at the day school for students to go, you must employ teachers to go there. Because before the operation of, before your friend said, the community day schools, teachers were not there. They were in the formal structures and our Achimotas and secondary technical and so on. But when you put a new structure, you create jobs. Even from the foundation, you even pick watchmen. You create a job for that watchman. You have not created. And you see what? Ghanaians must open their eyes. They have to open their eyes because security sector look, if you go to police recruitment now, people who are older, people who are school, So
military, you see,
over 40 years, what they've done is dangerous to the development of this country. Uko military, uko customs, uko immigration.
The security agencies in
India. Far koshama manfo omujina abonten, new offices. You don't do that to the next government that will take over. When you do that, you are killing the soul of the state.
Okay.
And so no one be a man for employ. It means you are employing only MPP across the country. They don't even have tables to sit on. Police were not come from US, Banam Koshiano. You're quiet, custom officer be a draft. When you draft, you can't name bro, and
you can't Motia, no,
I find our custom officer. I know. Yes. He's a motia, complete motia. He is a custom officer. And I make an account, and I'll be one of the catching. I say, and I'm motia in a mahuna mecano. Now, minko, this is only autism. An autistic patient.
Nothing.
I'm a recruiting.
No way.
Your friend is
you're not offensive. I'm not into it.
That is prison, so. It was the prison officers.
And
they almost this one they won't agree. They brought an autistic guy at the prison. Prison Kasa, the officers sacked the guy.
Okay.
So for me, that is what they've done. When you do that, you are killing the security architecture of the country. You don't do that because of politics.
Yo, better honorable Timothy Atabuade, I won't change my Sibebre. Now, make out some mensa canugusunti star 274 hash and be a bear drone, and I was on the Friday when you ska. It's over star 274 hash. Now, me pachowa send it. We option 1 power FM XYZ. No, we choose option 1. No, we are no ball a year, number of times for auto ticket. Missing the Yanko 20. Now, also to ticket in a bina, BBN to win concount Chebiano. Ube hu se wona wedi a usika no bebe gu wo phone so na ya fro ni wedding komo nti yentem na osu tiem ka se mensa kana me ka osa amuzu herbal clinic say we ye be man wa embre wo mpema bro metumi abo osa so na prostate issues ne nemu yare me chest eyes me patwa yim krokoko na ha waton santentemu stroke ne yare ahro hawa fo ni chemu amuzu herbal clinic no mbetumi abo ye papa enka krodue mu be hu omo Achimota Christian Village opposite the Puma filling station also na Madina station adjacent to Melcom Ashama Lebanon second step or more Hokaswa a month from obi hu omo a month from police station in Chenwa Kumasi Tafo Muzu Junction from where was 0241959326 na BBN to Minkonkan Safari Valley Eco Resort na Mekam for amo me pacho bebre ewo Okre district wo Eastern region here Ofa mountains here ubehu akọ okwa ubehu eniema afefefe ubehu zebra antelopes achese muane de bebre nankasa ho man made lake ho ubehu waterfalls ye wo bia opese wo da obetumi ada wo ye wedding programs aho obetumi akwa akoye no honeymoon na obetumi akwa ehoye kama papa eye busia nchemfa bia nti wo kwa wone wo wife wone nkwala no wone wonrere obia mutumi ko nkon kwa eni ijeni ni ho nti obetumi ni dodo na nkasa akona musumutumi akwa jimani wo Safari Valley Eco Resort na bibia etumi akonkan medical aka say omo Okre Eastern region Okre district wa Ekwape mountains wa na obi hu omo. For reservation, we'll be after 0596-914394. Na BBN to Minkonka. Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center. As a can show so the Medimosis Garlic capsules. Abedrama and so improve blood circulation. Sasun Obiohan and Sun and 9 IET Obioha cholesterol no ejina papa pebeha tiswamo. Nyema bia embo ni pedre ne be ni nefu boost immune system no. Kama saso na Medimosis Clinic wokoha prostate disorders why embre wo mpema woni kidney aye be mani oba problem hypertension any stroke STI ne yare ahuru ni na come Moses a omehwe to asia mo nkran ho be hunu adenta opposite the police station or adenta barrier so also na AES building inside Ghana Highways Yard Authority metre Accra Ministry inside wha so also na mepacho bebre Ajay Kojo opposite school for the deaf and sana Kumase ahema kokobin santasa oboaso kwan so from 0244 068447 na woni Med Moses funding komo power specialist herbal hospital na medru so mepacho bebre omse hepatitis A B C D and E ni na okombe fatty liver so na sciatica prostate ni wonsa na wona mu na ebu kompo ayem kro ulcer fibroid ni ade ni na okombe Kumasi Feyas Lake Bosomtwi Road opposite Jesbro filling station Accra branch no wokwa benya Pokwase ACP kwan so Takra de branch no Anaji Estate adjacent Anaji MA Primary School 0244 544422 na within almost ending komo na meka o say Med Moses Clinic and Herbal Center say obeye free screening independent day nyame adoma Wednesday day enemy independent day nto obeye free prostate screening wo eho exactly 8 na wo omo share dwumedie na say enti moma ye nyina ye nto America nko na mepacho bebre ye nko screening ni bi na bibia antumi yankra behwe omo ye adenta de no adenta barrier ho aje kojo obeye bi ho kuma san makokobin ho na so ebekos won to wobetumi de wani akyerem wo Med Moses branch bi ato apete wo Ghana fene nyina na so bibia etumi akonkan chairman Ben Cote ono no ye Kolikrote chairman NDC inchi akese nkomo papa chairman Ben Cote so na binfanti ama Maritas Kitchen moso mo hote sen wo ye chichi amopa onabo yen sign bread na yen hwe LGBTQ hun sensem kakra say make us say 18 lawyers are sorry or regard po mo ne meka ho omo ina say omo call the apex court of the land now mako challenge mo de ma pass ya kana na ada or the pen basis so but how aniema yi nana nkasa anhra na obeja ya ma John abeto so meka wala yento aso yenti kakra ana honorable mu za me kon de sa na me hono yentio
you are right
yes oba do hu
en kom na wo sha ebeba
me na ko fi omo pri na no an nkofo a
yes edi kan say e wo say edi kan bo yenuanom be omo ye be nwotwe a omo kan mo hu bo mo a mo de sa beli e ba omo decide say because na ye twen say aban no be sponsor na nya dia ebeba nti na wo say members ni bia take side initiative na say omo take initiative no so no ye nyina ye jitu mprekope ahyase no ne ye ka say majority no ye nya omo buy na anesa ye fi say samjo din kan ye statement or ye statement no contribution no na utimi say we a few controversial statements ebi mu ye free mu na I say was unanimous and they say ye jitum say LGBTQ plus one sense no ene ye culture no ebra enti no say ye shemra na ye de asi ana say ye de aboho bra say de be ya embeti atesi say de atesi wo North America any Europe any nkrobi so no so na e was say ye tiase na ye sha ase a bill no speaker esomu I invite nkofo ma omo ba ya ye sha ase ye di hu nkoma sha ase say gather steam no and ye hu say no ade no ase your friends opposition kakra ewo ebamu because say share the number of times our speaker had to come out publicly to state emphatically say nkofo bi pe omo mpe ye be introduce bill na ultimately say your friend is saying there was a stiff opposition from within, and of course everybody expected say nkofo outside of your friend is even in this country now we are say and there's a whole kind of more resources or more sika kuku down for power more we are say more sika mumu biya LGBTQ for and more of sponsors political parties bebre we are sima final hanoma say we pro your friend is saying LGBTQ almost sponsor a lot of political parties and a lot of political activities across the world. And almost omudumadi na North America and Europe on include now omaji sade na to maybe okra na mrana nkase agya to mu there's that tacit friend is saying approval and acceptance from abino any timamufu ni nyina no omo operation no enye limited to those countries in kwa baby bia omo fi say omo say human right issue nti baby bia omo fi say to omo no yetietia nkofo omo ye gay lesbians any transgender for yetietia omo fa ahodie so no omo pese omo stretch omo nsa edru ho no mo omo koma sa nkofo no protection nti e sha say opposition e ba ne ehun say no omo raise concerns no me say sa advocacy no LGBTQ advocacy no e bi edru omo so nti yeni a wo parliament kra ni to da ye dwon say adi ye be ya na say nyi omo ye na nkasa kra no because look say omo ye no so omo anya steadfast ana omo insist say yenya hye sa adi we ase wo si ye wi a yi say omo ti say Sam George mo ni ya nka say omo ti ase say adi bebi aduri ngofu so omo mpeni an ye mo maye bibi ni enya ya yi say sika bi e wo wi ase bia nko omo de be mo just for them to stop so na ade ba kwa nko form adwene emba ho ne say wonim time a LGBTQ bill no e started say ye fast track process no after saying not okay
honorable mbreni aka 1 minute no honorable
ye free say not buy no ye free say not buy no na MPP for no hu say masa that bill ye dapo no si say ye nia ya anko ni anko kan kire ye friend say committee ni chairman constitutional and legal and your friend is saying committee chairman no yanko na yanko pushi no say masa wo de omo pe bia ye ma wo mo bill no manenko na ye meye second reading na ye debate bill no I say not when say LGBTQ debate no was an integral part of
championing on campaign NDC
campaign
mo kan
enti say ye da sia na wo say ye da omo champion is ade no wase not na ye mo omo sa blue no wase not no mo say no say ye twen na ngofu yi omo de sa campaign we say ye wura general election
e be hard training
and to say from there no and ye chance ye say ye fast track ye friend is bill na ye de kokodru baby no kokodru baby na sin ye me call parliament is ye bill second ye friend is saying consideration state mostly ye once ye one consideration state
okay.
But this bill nkwa ye first consideration stage ni we and afenyo sorry ye say enyo bi wo ho say amend and speaker man ho kwan and ye second consideration we was ye third reading na ye pass bill no na afenyo say sorry na the make chat one say sadi nkofo asafa like consequences unintended consequences nipa bebre so and one of them honorable say chairman sabons yet is I mean there's no confirmation but him say ne Asta no ye ni free ye ni free ho no is connected to nka afenyo beba na watimi aba na waba besuso ma na nka obehwe na at least we delay na kufu adone de opa ne say adie na ke yam pass no on embre so because ono de o say it's bound to happen
yes
na wonim de enti a maminka we ntwato wonim de enti a NDC a bills mienu enegu akufu ado table so a won asente criminal offenses your friend is say bill no act no any anti witchcraft and also that
na account mo ya na mo person but
anti sade no enti wo de to honom no de we say wo de no aye justification say mienu we say kura ba ye no mensan ye enti say mansan we a say enya hwe but the real motive ne say he does not approve of Nenkofo no approving your friends joining us in this bill but I am say win back one NDC minority in parliament ye win no ye nya ewo your friends parliament no enya sa minim time a nka sa de we say
okay kakra bi on honorable and them fight time
no crana waka no opeso yes no are free he won't sign it and then President John Dramani Mahama come and sign it but this also obey no sona no obey no one bo LGBT anka
no one ka hwe amfa
your friend and Dr. Timothy Baumeyan Sokoye and one LGBT account. And these are people who want to lead Christians and Muslims and other religions to win elections and rule over. Simple thing. Yeah, the bills are come home within 24 hours or sign here. Yeah, but President Akufo-Addo within 24 hours he signed those bills into law.
Passing anti-doping bill.
Yes,
or signing.
With himself, maybe I never signed it.
And we need any call was sign here. And I just want to be for them that volunteer now. We could share WikiLeaks, how much in Napa and another
say embracing one till.
And no, be saying you need the mammy. No, but said Musian and a free and out of fear. A bano, a chairman from Pomonza. Hey, yes. Okay. So these are the things that the president, if he's interested, within 24 hours, we should not sign it. I don't know sign anyway. So yes, I said, oh, a German. What's your name? Normal after these things, after 1 year it lasts, it must go through.
Mama kwa manasona mensaka obi ensa aka mensaka. Hello.
Mensaka.
Okay. Me pa cho di baby mo kasafi.
Pa cho me de OD4 kasa fe
kasa agranshede agranshede mamazem e OD4 ahenna we bogo wo phone do 2000 ahenna ezichem ahenna OD4 ezichem 200 shame difference no oh mo papa na ze shedra be ya da wende mo bo ana obeye gegege mo twen maba ho chena me yetuma wa we ma papim ata no hasamara nyame she OD4 it's OD4 so nya 2000 Ghana cedis each other filiga dochi but one kind of mensa kan there's a jackpot busy yes bro ono a 10 cedis yame ya doma when is independent day na ono no ye check 30,000 Ghana cedis ye be chama nipa 6 5,000 munye krado na munshi ono so mamemfa na sekese emfema honorable ye Timothy ye Atabuade awontrim papa sa so na memfa bi ma honorable ye Adams Abdul Salam member of parliament de ma ye new edubiase no so ye bedana se ye pa minda team na se Mr. Kelvin Asante Innocent Okechiku Omamba Percent and a team Nina Menda Mwase Muboye Chidom Nayanti Asempa Prophet Ben York Prophet Ben York Mbribi no preach wo fear ha ye nyan ntiese dobrom ye nyan ntiese wewu ntinya memfa ne crazy from Nicholas Yawson me na me di dwumedi ho chia me nyame adoma Monday de Mugabe Mase baba be fa na konya kese no atena so imom Yesu amba ye besen share de bi have a wonderful weekend bye bye.